What's up, traders? This is Matt with Conservative Trades, ending the day up $283.63. Great day today. I am a little disappointed. For those of you who are in the live stream, you know I was actually up over $300 at one point today, and I was really hoping to be able to post that 300 today on the video, but unfortunately, it is what it is, guys. I took another stab at VXRT. I had actually borrowed. I had to locate 400 shares for shorting this morning. And so I paid for the locates. I only paid like $7 for them. But here's the thing about locates is when you actually pay for them, you feel pressured to use them. You feel like you got to use them. You feel like you got to do something with them, or else you're going to lose your $6 or whatever for what you paid for the locates. And so VXRT, I admit, I kind of got in. Well, I'll tell you this: the first place that I actually got in on VXRT, I think ended up working out well. As a matter of fact, here, let me just pull it up. I've got my executions here, and so the first place was back here, and actually that was a nice quick little scalp, just in and out, just kind of testing the waters, and it was extended over the 9 EMA. This would have been a great pullback move, but I don't know, VXRT trades a little differently than a lot of other stocks out there, and it ended up being choppy action. It came down here once, came down here twice, and here I thought we were going to finally go short and break this level of support, or I thought we were going to finally break this level of support and come down here to test these areas. And so I went short here, but it came all the way back. I held through this pullback, and then it came all the way down here, and then it was kind of teetering around. So I took a little of my shares. I went ahead and took off half of them here, and then it came down again. And I thought, okay, finally, this is it. We're dealing with a quadruple bottom here, right? But nope, it got bought right back up, and I finally got out here at the break of this previous high. So had this major, massive run up, and then I went ahead and took a position here, and then I was just trying to get a good quick move back to these levels down here. I was going to slowly scalp my way out. And here's what I mean. I felt pressured to take this trade. This is not a good trade. It really isn't. I mean, I should have taken that trade up here on the pullback. I shouldn't have taken it down here. But I did see VXRT as kind of losing weakness, or losing strength, excuse me, because it came up here and it's almost like it double topped with it, but then started failing again. And so I thought to myself, all the bag holders from back here might see this as a bear signal because it's like a double top rejection now, and they might, sell short, and we may get enough to make a little bit of a move down anyway. And so that's why I took it, but that's not. This sort of thing happens a lot. It was still technically in an uptrend. Okay, and so, but again, I felt like I needed to take it, and I held through all this, and then averaged in here, and I went ahead and got out here. And I really wish I had held through all this, because obviously it would have ended up working out. I finally took some shares here, and it went short here, and it looks like I got out there, but okay, I remember what happened. Yeah, I actually I covered here, and then I accidentally bought again, and then I had to sell real quick. So it's probably going to be hard to see. All of that happened literally within seconds, and so just a hotkey error on my part. But all that to say, VXRT was the one that had my number. It had my number today, and because of VXRT, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to post a nice $300 winning day today. But that's okay. I'm not too messed up about it. The trades that I'd really like to go over are, well, here we'll do NIO, we'll do MRNA, and we'll do AMD. NIO, first and foremost, this was a pretty solid move on NIO, and I was trading the pullback strategy. So actually, no, not at first. Excuse me. At first, I was I actually got in for the breakdown. I knew that if it kind of came back down through these levels and started testing the $13 area, that we were going to get a good flush. And I was looking at some other levels back here for us to flush down to, and that actually worked out perfectly. Now, here lately, I have not wanted to trade anything but the pullback trade, or the pullback strategy, or whatever you want to call it, the counter trend strategy that I've been doing so well with. But today it was totally worth it, and I went short here. I took first profit at VWAP. It continued to break through. I went short again, and then took profit there. Right, comes all the way back up here, and really I should have waited for this second move here. I went short here, and then I said if it breaks out of here, I'll get out. And I shouldn't have done that. I actually should have, my stop should have been way up here even, because you know, we were still technically in a downtrend here. If you look just kind of here, I mean, really, even if it had come all the way up to this point, I shouldn't have gotten out. So that was kind of, you know, that was my fault. And that's why when it came up again, I said to myself, you know what, this could be actually a good place to get in. And so I kind of changed my mind and decided to go short again. And it came down. I went short again here. I went ahead and took some of the profit off, and then I went short here at the break of this level, took profit here, took profit here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move on NIO. And so even with that loss, I was still able to end the day up $85.65. Had I not taken that loss, we would have ended probably a little over 100 on NIO. Anyway, MRNA is another one that was the pullback trade. Again, just like we talked about in yesterday's video, guys, you wait for a massive, massive buy up on the 2-minute chart. Look at this. Look at this, and then look over and make sure you've got some resistance. And of course, we were kind of triple topping here, if not quadruple topping here. And you know, I just started with a conservative share size just in case it did continue to go, so that I could build a little bit bigger of a position before we finally got the drop. But we got the drop right here, and the only thing I'm upset about is that I didn't wait for it to return to the 9 EMA. I mean, this was a beautiful move, and I left so much money on the table. I made $24.50 off of MRNA, but this easily should have been a $70 to $80 move on MRNA, and it would have been had I waited on that move. It moved a whole nother $1, and so on 50 shares, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. But anyway. Moving over here to AMD, did a lot of trading on AMD, and the very first trade I did on AMD was the pullback strategy. Here we go. We got 3 huge candles on AMD, right? Now the QQQs were weak this morning, so I had a little bit of confidence here on AMD, and I knew that we were kind of approaching up some of these levels right here, and I was prepared to even add all the way up to here, up to these levels right here. But I actually took first position here. It came down, and I got out. And really nice move there, right? And then it kind of was weakening, and the QQQ started to dump. So I got in anticipation of the break here. So this is the breakdown strategy. This is not the pullback strategy here. I went ahead and got short here, and got short again here, took profit here, here, and then took profit here. Then we started to come back and got a little bit of a pullback. I got short here and just kind of did a little scalping in those areas. Got short here, averaged in here, and took profit there, right? Got short again here, averaged in here, took profit there, right? And then averaged in here, or no, excuse me, I went short here, came out some of the shares here because I wasn't sure about it. Then I went short again off the 9 EMA, went short again here, went short again here, and as it came down, I did take profit. I went short again here, and then took profit here, 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 and then actually it hit the 9 EMA again. I went short again, and then took profit here. So beautiful moves on AMD. Just again, a lot of this was scalping territory, scalping the pullbacks, and there were a lot of wicks on AMD, and AMD has kind of been that way here recently. It's kind of been notorious for making these whippy moves. So I was able to capitalize on that a little, and then I thought we were getting a VWAP rejection here, and I went short, and it came back, and I got out at the break of VWAP, but then it came here and it failed and came back under VWAP. It got bought up over it and then failed big time. So when this started pulling back, I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go short, and I did, and I took another share, I brought my average up by going short again up here. And I really thought this was the rollover because, like I said, we had come all the way up over VWAP and had a massive rejection and a huge bearish engulfing candle here. So I thought to myself, you know, surely this is just going to be a little, you know, an easy move. But AMD, again, it's a chop fest sometimes, guys. And so came down here, and I ended up getting out and got some profit because I had brought my average up to here. So that was a good little bit of profit there. And right here on the pullback, I got in a little, and then I got in a little up here, and then took profit here. And so, and then I made a tiny little breakdown scalping trade here. When it broke this double bottom here, I went short and then took a little bit of a scalp there. So nothing major on that one. But you can see that was the biggest winner of the day. Made about $197.23 on AMD. And so anyway, guys, that was the day today. Again, I really wish I could have reported a $300 win, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, this is the best day that I've had in a while. Probably, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks. And so I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm fine. We're still ending the day well over 200, even after fees and commissions. And the thing is slow and steady wins the race, and that's kind of the track that I've been on here lately. Again, for me, it's just about establishing confidence, regaining my confidence in the markets. Okay, and so for those of you who have been following me on this journey, hopefully it's an encouragement to you. Right now I'm not focused on making money. I'm not focused on cutting myself a check out of my account here. I'm not focused on paying bills with this. I am focused on gaining the confidence back. Okay. And that really, to be honest with you, that's really the only reason I really wanted to see $300 on my P&L, because really it's not even about the money. It's just about seeing that and what it does to you as a trader, and how it helps you as a trader to come into the market the next day with a little more boldness and a little more confidence, right? And so, it just would have been nice to see that, but nonetheless, we'll get there. We'll start tacking those days back on, and right now, once again, I'm just trying to keep padding the account, and I want to pad it up really nicely so we can get back to those $400 and $500 days. But anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments how things went for you today. To the rest of you who were in the live stream, let me know how the rest of your day ended up going in the markets. It would be interesting to know, and hopefully it did go well for you. I know that we did have some guys today in the market or in the live stream that were doing really well, and I was really glad to read some of the results as they were kind of typing in some of their results in the chat. This stuff gets me excited, and I really enjoy having a good solid community of traders alongside with me. I'm motivated when you guys are reporting good moves, even when you report losses. When you're reporting losses and you say, hey, I'm down 200 on the day, or I'm down 300 on the day, whatever, but I'm stopping here. Like, even just to hear that is an encouragement to me. That encourages me, when I'm down, to just go ahead and throw in the towel and say, hey, tomorrow's another day. Yeah, I might be down $100, but hey, I could come back tomorrow and make 200. So, but I like seeing the results. I like seeing all of the profit that you guys are making, and hopefully you enjoy seeing me have good days as well. And I think we help each other in that regard. I think we encourage one another in that regard. So, yeah, today I gave back a little of my profits, but the thing is again, it's like we always say, you can't trade in hindsight. You can't trade in hindsight. You can't play the would have, should have, could have game, because you know what? I very well could have ended up making very good moves in the market today. I could have been maybe a little more patient with VXRT and getting much better entries on VXRT, and I could have, that could have been another $100. I could have made 400 today. Okay, but the key is not giving your profits back, and I'm very, very comfortable with where I ended the day today. I'm very, very comfortable with it. I'm still greatly encouraged, and it definitely does give me confidence for coming back into the markets tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and consider joining us in the live stream. We stream live right here on the channel Monday through Friday, beginning roughly around 9 a.m. And to all my regulars, looking forward to trading alongside of you guys once again tomorrow. Have a great evening.